In this video, you're going to learn how to convert one unit of measurement to another unit of measurement. For instance, if you measured something in inches and you wanted to convert that to feet, you've got to know how to do that. Or if you measured something in yards and you want to convert it to inches, you need to know how to do that. So that's what this video is about. Words that you need to know are length and convert. Convert means to change it to something else. On your star chart, we looked the other day at conversions, like these things right here. Okay, so 12 inches equals 1 foot, 3 feet equals 1 yard, and 5,280 feet equals 1 mile. So let's get started.
RJ was trying to keep in shape over the summer. 3 times a week, he did wind sprints on the football field. RJ calculated that he sprinted about 2,640 yards a week. He is trying to figure out how many miles that is per week. It sounds kind of complicated, but we can find out using a conversion chart. Let's take it step by step. First, look at a conversion chart for customary units of length. Locate the units you need to convert.
Okay, you can always use your chart for this part.
Customary is just a fancy word we use for our measurement system in the United States. RJ knows how many yards he ran and wants to find out how many miles that is. There are 1,760 yards in 1 mile.
Okay, notice, yards is smaller than miles. You have to know that.
Next, identify the operation to use to convert the units. To change smaller units to larger units, divide. To change larger units to smaller units, multiply. Since we're going from yards to miles, that's smaller units to larger units. That means we'll have to divide. Now, solve the problem. We'll divide 2,640 by 1,760 to find out how many miles RJ ran each week.
Okay, we're doing that because of this right here. There's 1,760 yards in a mile.
We'll divide 2,640 by 1,760 to find out how many miles RJ ran each week.
Sorry, I already showed you that.
Finally, solve the problem.
They could have given us a smaller one, but they didn't. You would need a calculator for this.
These are big numbers, so we'll use a calculator to divide 2,640 by 1,760. All right, so the 2,640 yards RJ ran each week is the same as 1.5 miles. Wow, he's sure running a lot. He's going to be in great shape when the season starts. Let's try another conversion using different units of measurement. Sam is exactly 5 feet tall. How many inches is that? First, look at a conversion chart for customary units of length and locate the units you need to convert.
Okay, so we're going from feet to inches. So we're going from a large unit to a small unit. Okay, think of your body measurements. A foot is from your elbow to the end of your finger, and then inches is just like your thumb. So we need to know this conversion right here. 12 inches are in a foot.
We're looking for inches. There are 12 inches in 1 foot. Identify the operation to use to convert the units. Remember, to change smaller units to larger units, divide. To change larger units to smaller units, multiply.
Okay, so we're going from a larger unit to a smaller unit, so we have to multiply.
Since we're going from feet to inches, that's larger to smaller. That means we'll have to multiply. Set up the problem. We'll multiply 5 by 12 to find out how tall Sam is in inches. Solve the problem. 12 multiplied by 5 is 60. That means Sam is 60 inches tall.
Let's try one. You should work this in your jam journal with me.
How many feet are in 15 yards?
Okay, so what I'm asking is, blank feet equals 15 yards. Okay, feet to yards. So this is the conversion that I need right here. Now I'm going from feet to yards. So think of body measurements. From your elbow to your hand is feet. From your nose to the ends of your fingers is yards. So I'm going from a small unit, small to large. So when I'm going from smaller to larger, remember I have to divide. I'm sorry, I just told you wrong. Actually, I'm looking at the chart wrong. We know we have 15 yards and we're going to a smaller unit. So we're going from larger to smaller, and when you go from larger to a smaller unit, you divide. I didn't think that was right, sorry. Okay, so we have 15 yards, and I know that there are 3 feet in a yard. So I can simply multiply these two factors together. 3 times 5 is 15. Carry my 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 more is 4. So there are 45
You got it.
feet.
There are 45 feet in 15 yards. How many miles are in 7,040 yards?
Okay, so in this problem, I have 7,040 yards. And I want to know how many miles does that equal? I'll put MI for miles. Okay, so this is the conversion I need. Yards to miles. Okay, so I know my yards, I'm changing to miles. So I'm going from smaller to larger. So when I go from smaller to larger, I have to divide. This is going to be a really tough problem. I'm going to take 7,040 and divide that by 1,760. I get that number right up here. Now for this problem, you're probably going to have to take out a calculator. And on your calculator, when you divide that out, you're going to get 4. So your answer then
Yes.
is 4 miles.